Yeah, nothing much. I was just waiting for you. For it's been like 7 hours. I was waiting, but you messaged me a little late. So yeah, I was good.
So, yeah, what did you want to talk about?
So let's start with you first of all, because you wanted to know about stuff and all of that stuff. So yeah,
Well, what did I want to know about?
of course, the thing that we were talking about,
Yeah,
if you remember.
I'm like, I have an interest in these things, but I don't think there was anything specific that I wanted to dive into, like
But
that I
there,
like planned or anything like that.
there has to be something to get a little dip to because if I start over, you know that I'm gonna be open about everything, and that's gonna not it's not gonna give you an answer in a sequence. So when you will come up with something like a question, that I think it will be something that you will get straight into and specifically know about,
Okay, okay.
and it
I
can
gotta think about that then. But like,
anything
also,
like
I was hoping to like get my ideas of whatever I wanted to talk to you about through like whatever videos you decide to end up making, like whatever prompts or like video titles, and then like dive into that rabbit hole or whatever. That's kind of what I was expecting.
that's a good thing to do, because of course it's gonna um, give us a little more elaboration about our content, that what we're gonna do. That's good.
So, did you have any ideas or?
About our first project, the first
Yeah, yeah,
video.
yeah.
Um, sure, but we have to pick a topic that is like outside in the world going on, because that is the only way that people are gonna pick it up. Okay, if we go by our specific mindsets, like yeah, that's what we should do. It's yeah, because that's what our mind tells us. Then I think it is just our idea. It not necessarily has to do anything with the outside world, but if you want to give them a message,
Why
and then
would
of
our
course,
idea not have anything to do with the outside world? There's plenty of people that would have the same mindset as us.
yeah, of course, but those people are not like a lot of them. Just like you talked about, like if there's like 2 billion guys who don't want to see our stuff, there could be 1 million or somewhere between them who are ready to who are ready for this kind of stuff. I
Yeah,
know that.
so 1 million is a lot of people.
Yeah, for us, it's a lot.
Yeah, so I don't see any issue with just with I don't see a reason to like I don't see a good reason to change whatever topic we would want to talk about in a video or
Yeah.
like communicate to the world because I mean I don't see a good reason to do that at all.
Okay, that's
To
good.
not be 100% authentic with the kind of content you desire to put out there rather than like changing it for whatever standard you think other people will like.
Yeah,
That's a huge
yeah,
mistake that a lot of people in film make is like
exactly,
not respecting the intelligence of their audience.
exactly. So, but here thing is gonna be like, look, I know the thing, the answers and all that stuff. So if I come up with something, I'm not really, I have to really, really look into my brain's library for that. But if you're gonna come up with something like, yeah,
Me too, dude. Me too.
that
It's same for
should
me.
something that I want to know, and we should work on, then I think I can come up with the whole book, like for that specific idea.
I mean, I can think of stuff, and I'm sure I will. It's
Okay,
gonna
so
take me a little bit.
what game, if it's related to any game or something, what game are you planning to go with? Like,
It's not related to any game.
but you'll use a game or something, or the
Well, I
concept,
never planned to do that.
because we talked about that
I know,
tomorrow.
but like
Yeah,
that's like something that like that was your idea. I
yeah,
never
yeah. Right.
Yeah, that was your idea. I'm like, if you want to do that idea, I mean, there's other people in the Discord server that play games on a regular basis. So it's like you
Yeah.
can ask them for to make footage and things like that.
So what do you, you know, wanted to have it like? Like, what
Well,
do you want to show it in a visual sense?
I mean, I have my own videos I plan on making. I'm not sure. You're the director here. These are your videos. You there?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, so like what do you think? I mean, like you came into the Discord server and you're like, "Okay, I want to make these videos and I'm looking for help to make these videos." Okay,
yeah.
then I can't be the one that gives you video ideas. I can try, but it's gonna take me a little bit. I don't just have video ideas like ready for you to go, just to like give you when clearly you must have had some video ideas in mind when reaching out.
Yeah, but that is a whole like different concept than whatever we talked yesterday about.
Well, what is that concept then?
If you want the things that we were talking about yesterday, if you want them to be in the video or something, then I think adding up that gameplay concept over is gonna be something that will not connect. Okay, and if you just want to, you know, make content, a little different than that, then I think that's where you can add up a gameplay or something and connect that and bind that with it in some way.
Yeah, but why are you asking me? Like, isn't it your idea to like do that kind of thing? Like, I'm like, what do you want out of this?
Because of course we've collaborated over this, so I thought that you're becoming a partner on that. But then,
I can't direct your vision though. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly you're trying to do. I still don't have a vision for how the end result video would look like and sound like.
so what part will you play? Like, what role will you have in this? If you give me a specific idea, so I can be like, okay,
Well,
if
if
he's
you
doing
okay,
this,
here's my role. Um,
yeah,
if you provide an idea of what kind of video you want to make, I can help you do research onto it. I can dive into it with you, and also I can provide you with connections if you need editors, if you need a specific expert in a specific field, like anything like that. If you need any of that stuff, or potentially down the line, if you need funding for those kinds of things,
yeah,
then
exactly.
then yeah, that's the role I can play. But like you never even once mentioned that I would be a partner on these videos.
No, of course, because it's both of us talking over that, and I think if we go on this, we can have like we
Are
can
we
be
both going
partner.
to be
Even
talking?
yeah, we should,
See,
because
because I'm still trying to figure out what the final video is going
yeah,
to end
let
up
me
looking
let
like and
me
sounding like. I have no idea. I was not aware that I would be talking as well.
okay, let me give you an example right now. First of all, the concept that I had, first of all, is I'm gonna, re-elaborate that one more time, so then we can have a clearer vision, like what I wanted and what I needed. Okay,
Okay.
so for that production part, I wanted something like a gameplay. Let's say if you've played a game like any game that is like OG, for example, if it's Grand Theft Auto 4, you've probably played that. So we use one clip or one scene or one in between a game, and then we talk or come up with something, some kind of a problem that is happening right now in the world, and we connect it. And then, like, there's, for example, there's a shootout happen that's at that point. Okay, and if you want to redo that kind of thing, you can go and do the same thing in a game. It's called what was that, Ready or Not or something. That's a game. It's called Ground Branch or something, which you do that, whole
So
thing in your own way.
is this idea just like an idea you thought of like, oh, this would be a good way to get views? Or is this like you had specific things you want to talk about and you're hoping to use video game footage to make that relatable to people?
Yeah, it's the second one. I'm using the footage to make it a little relatable and more like enhance it.
Okay,
But
so it's not necessary for us to like play a game, play a scene, and then go, ah, that has parallels to this thing. Wouldn't it be better for you to go like, oh, this is a topic I want to talk
this
about, and then
this
we can
this
find footage?
this was something that I was looking for before, meeting up with you. But when we yesterday talked about a lot of stuff and all that stuff, and there are problems in the world that we can come up with a solution, like whatever we talked about, all that stuff, everything was logical and soluble. But doing that thing with this one is kind of like an unmatched thing. You cannot use gameplays for this one. But if you
Wait,
want
wait, wait.
this
What do you
one,
mean? What do you mean? What's this one? I thought, are we talking about two different things here?
it was your vision to come up with something like that can evoke people from inside and all that stuff. And we had this whole conversation, over that, because yeah, right now there are problems in the world with people. They're like sleeping or they're like into some distractions and all that stuff. So to evoke them, we have to use these logistical things and these solutions to evoke them. And if you want
Okay,
to
yeah, yeah. So
deliver,
this is just a format of doing that. I also want to do that by making animated storytime videos. I want to make them
yeah,
funny. I think going in with that with the credibility of an animated storytime YouTuber who puts in that effort and
yeah,
actually manages to make the characters in the video likable will earn like the enough respect from a lot of people who would be closed-minded about that issue to where if I
exactly,
explain an issue in that video in a comedic way, they would understand it and they would be
exactly,
more open to it. So that's just
yeah,
one
exactly,
example of like
yeah,
a way you can achieve that goal, but like a specific
yeah,
style of video. So I'm
yeah,
I'm still like I was not aware at all that you were looking for me to impact the vision for how you want the video format to go. Like I have the
yeah.
same goal, but
Because
am I supposed to contribute to the way the vision is, or is that something you've already thought of?
exactly, because there are two specific things that I can think of right now. Is one thing is, if you just want to make money by making content, it's the left way. It was the way I was thinking before, talking to you when I yesterday talked to you. And then there is something that you can come up with that is like legitimate, genuine, logical,
But isn't
and
that what you were
impactful.
talking to me about yesterday? Legitimate,
Exactly.
genuine, logical. So they're not two
Yeah,
different
exactly.
ways. Are we talking about two different ways of doing something? I thought they're the same thing.
No, 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 no. Actually, the idea that I was coming up before, it was in my mind before meeting you.
Okay.
Like when we met with the person, the Derek with their shirt, I you know gave him this whole idea. Like that's what I want to do. I want to use gameplays and all that stuff, mix it up with it, and then connect it with the actual situation, and then that's what we're gonna go up with. That's
Okay.
what I took
So
them
is that still the idea?
for content creation and to make money. Yeah, it is still, but it's just going to be a content creation, that's all. It's not something that is giving out any kind of a evocable, impactable message. It's just
Oh,
going to be
wait, wait,
entertaining.
wait. Content creation absolutely can give out an evocable, impactful message.
But if you do it in this specific format, like we were talking about,
Yeah. You don't think that would give out an emotional, impactful message?
by adding gameplays and stuff like that,
Yeah, you don't think it would?
it will. But it has to be. Then it will be something like we'll go. We have to go with multiple games at the same time, and that's going to be more edity kind of stuff. If like just like you've mentioned that there has to
Wait, wait,
be
wait,
like
wait, 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 wait. So, so if you don't want to go that route, then what's the plan? What's the plan exactly? You're trying to say two different things. You're trying to say you want to make an emotional, like evocable impact on the world, but then you're saying
just like
this idea that I have will not have an like an impact on the world. So, do you plan to have an impact on the world, or do you plan to do that idea?
actually I'm talking about the technical part of it, production part of it. What is we're gonna do like visually? We can present all of this. I can tell it to anyone else by voice and by talking to them, or even but visually, the way we're going to convey that, that's what I'm talking about right now. Like how we should do it when it comes to visually
Okay,
telling
yeah,
someone else.
yeah, that makes
If you
sense to
use
me. How should we do it then?
if you use if you use animations just like you to give me the idea to go with the animation, then of course the animation part is going to be more time consuming because you have to go for animators and all that stuff, and then specific animations and what you're going to use and all that stuff. It's a long path to go over. Okay.
Hmm.
But if you go with the games specifically, now there's a thing that I want to share with you right now. Uh, I'll share my screen so I can give you a little more idea
Yeah,
about.
but then you literally just said that if we go with this games format, it won't be emotionally impactful for people.
I'm gonna share my screen so I'll tell you how I want it to be so it can be connectable. Because otherwise, if you just want to do the gameplay part, then I think it cannot be. But there's another way to do it as well. Like,
Okay, then forget the gameplay part. Let's do the another way.
what's the other way?
Well, I thought you're telling me.
I just told you. One way is with the animation one. Second one is the with the game's gameplay. That's if
So
there's
the
something that
animation one is the one that's impactful to people?
it is, because then you're coming up with something new, but at the same time, it's gonna be a long shot thing
Okay,
to
yeah, yeah. Then I wasn't planning on doing animations right now. So,
There are two types of animations. Let me give you an example of it. Wait a minute. What was the name of the person?
so I'm confused. I'm confused. What exactly
We
do you need help
we
with? Like
have
what exactly are you trying to achieve?
we have the vision and we have that thing that we can go out and do. But
What? Wait,
the thing,
what is the thing that we can go out and do?
that's what I've told you. Either you wanted to make content like just content to make money out of. That's one thing. And if you want to
None of us
make
care about
content,
making content to make money out of. So what's the thing that we can go out and do? Don't give me the
then it's
options. Tell me
then it's
what are you
then
looking
it's
for?
this one. Then it comes down to this one that we just talked about. Go for the problems that are out there, come up with a solution by all these logical things. You have to go deep to find the solution
Yeah,
for
that
that
works for
specific
me.
problem.
Hmm.
And then you can create a kind of like a message or anything visual to convey that to the people so they can have it effect in their life. That's the only way is left for us.
Okay,
But
yeah, that works. That works. So how do you want to do that? What format do you want to use? What kind of visuals do you want to use?
that's what we're talking about right now. Is it going to be animational? Is it going to be game? The only reason that I you know told you to go with games is because you don't have to work on animations. Games are already created and all that stuff. You don't have to go for the animation and create something from the scratch. Games are always there to you know lurk around, but we have to go specifically into the games, not like just play a gameplay part and that's it. I'm talking about something different, like using footage from multiple gameplays, and then you're
Wait,
conveying your
so you're
message.
saying that you're saying something different. What's different exactly? On one hand, you're going, okay, we use the games, but I'm saying something different. We use multiple games. So is it just
Okay,
multiple games that's different? Like, what's
it's
the
with the
different
editing.
idea?
It is the editing part. Idea is the same. That's what I told you. This is the same idea we're gonna go up with, but some what the thing that we're going to give out visually, that's what we're trying to talk about. What is that that we're gonna show people? What is that format that's gonna be? So that's what I'm also talking about. Is it going to be pure scratch animational stuff? You're gonna create animations from the scratch to
Wait,
hire.
wait. That's not like a when you reached out, you're trying to convey this message, and were you hoping for someone to come along and give you a visual style for the videos? Because the visual style for the videos is not just some like production quality thing that's divorced from your message. It ties deeply into the message. The aesthetic is a part of the narrative. So did you did you, do you have a specific vision that you want to go for? You mentioned the video games thing, but now you're saying animation because I brought up animation. What do you want? Like, forget like what I think we should go for. What do you want the videos to look like?
Okay, that's what I'm telling you right now. The first thing I've just told you what they're gonna be, what they're going to be about. Okay. Now, the way that you're going to show them is by using video games, okay, actual gameplays, and then
Okay, so the gameplay
uh,
is what we're doing.
yeah, but
Okay,
not the
got it.
lenient ones, like,
Not
but not like the lenient ones.
the lenient ones.
It's like it's like you take content from multiple games and then you combine that in one,
Got it.
and
So the
then
gaming. So we're talking about the same thing here. The gameplay one.
yeah, like, there's two things like it's one is this lenient gameplay that you just play game throughout the whole time and that's it, but then there's a different one, like several games have these several content inside of them, so you take that away from all those games and you combine it up, and then that's where you put each and everything equally, and then you display the message. That's it. That's how it is.
Okay, I wasn't aware we were even talking about like doing a lenient type of game. I thought it was always like high production quality, very high production value, multiple people getting footage in multiple games, like finding the depths in the game files and installing mods and texture packs and making the scenes look better and doing animated cinematics in the games and all that. That's kind of what I was expecting. I never thought we ever had a plan to do like a
Mod,
lenient one where we just play the game.
modding? No, no, I'm not talking about the lenient one. Actually, look, modding. A lot of games don't support modding. Okay, if you even if you go into the modding stuff, that's gonna spend a lot of money on that because you go out for the moderators and then doing all that
Yeah,
stuff. It's
yeah,
gonna cost a lot of money.
yeah.
I'm not talking about that. I'm specifically what I'm talking about is like there are three games you can say it's what game? Tell me three games like you've played, the good ones. If
Um,
you've played three games,
GTA 4, GTA 5, Halo 3.
okay, okay. Now these three games, I'm just using an example. These three games can have some kind of a content inside of them, okay, that you can take out and use, and to combine those, the thing that you want, the message that you want to, tell it to people, and that's how you can, basically make the content out of it.
Got it. That makes sense to me. So now, do you have any idea what video you want to make? Do you have any idea of a game that you'd want to play or of a message you want to put out there into the world?
Mm, as I just told you, in my mind, everything is like there. It's like kind of like a library. So I cannot just come up with something
Yeah, of
like
course. Me too. Me too. I
we
can't
have
just
to
come up with it
we have to
either.
we have to do a little more research about whatever is happening right now, recently, and what should we do for to like convey the message or to come up with something like that. Now, the thing that you're talking about, like hype and high quality production and all that stuff, that's a good one too. But it's gonna require a big team for us to work with.
That's the plan. That's why I made the Discord server.
So, what do you think? Like making a big team and then funding them and then doing all that stuff isn't gonna be a long path.
Well,
And
I don't
and
know.
on the other
Depends on
side,
what you consider a long path.
if you just do it like just like me and you specifically, if you go with like this a duo, or like two or three more people, that's it. Like if there's another one who can edit, there's
Well, it's going
another
to
one who can.
start with two and then become three. A big team doesn't just become a big, you don't just go from zero to like 20 people. You're supposed to
Yeah,
grow.
yeah, exactly. But actually, before meeting you, I had a different type of mindset about making content because I was now thinking about making a content like in which you include this message, this deep message to evoke guys. It's when I met you and we've talked on all that stuff, and then you know pre-
Okay.
presented your vision and all that stuff. That's what
Okay. Okay. I get it. I get it.
cluttered right now.
So now is that what you're trying to do to make content that evokes a deep message?
Yeah, of course, because I think it's a long-term shot, and this is something that you can tell. Yeah, this is something genuine, relatable, and that is something like even if you talk about that in like wherever, it is something that you say like, yeah, we're doing something genuine. This is something you're not just out there making content for entertainment and stuff like that. It is about this, it is about that. That's what we're doing. And you can start like wherever you're sitting, you can start a good dominant conversation in that specific spot about that stuff, because that's where people's curiosity goes up. Okay, if you're making content about this, what is that, and then that, and all that stuff just goes on. You can dominate that place with this kind of stuff. If you just make content for entertainment and stuff like that, then it's, oh yeah, okay, I make a content. It's about entertainment. That's all. Okay, that's it. Done. And I was confused at this. I just got confused at the point where you mentioned like, okay, that's what we want to do, like this real stuff, and how you were gonna present it to the people. That's where I got a bit confused about, mixing games with this kind of a content, because there's a little kind of a wall between them and the games. You can still convey that, but still there's a wall in it.
What do you
Like
mean?
I was thinking about a different thing before meeting you. Now it's like you that's what you've discussed. Like, of course, the content should be like this and all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, it should be like this because I've liked and your idea and all that stuff. It should be legitimate instead of just some entertainment stuff. So that's where I think like, okay, if I merge this thing with this one, how this the output is going to be. And that's where got a little bit cluttered about like how can we mix up gameplay with something like this. And then I got an idea about like, uh, yes, there are like some games, there are a lot of games probably you talk about things like this, but they have it like in a very different way, the way that they can weigh to the world. All the games have stories and all that to share, but still there's like, um, you know, there's a different way that the games do it, and there is a different way that we're gonna do it. If you're like, for example, if we were talking about something like grief, something related to grief, addiction, and all that stuff, there's a game that I just mentioned, Max Payne, in which you have specific scenes in which that character, Max Payne, is like smoking, drinking, and doing all that stuff. He's behaving like he's a crazy guy and all that stuff. He's stuck there. So using that footage instead of going out and hire some kind of an animator and working on that project and spamming your head on the table for that and how the animations should be or all that stuff. So you have something that is already made for that content. Instead of doing some animations, we can use that clip over that and we can narrate stuff behind that.
Yeah, that makes
You know
sense to
what?
me. That makes perfect sense to me. It's
Yeah.
just now you have to decide what kind of video do you want to make.
And then let me elaborate furthermore. And then if there is something like we're talking about capitalism, we're talking about killings, we're talking about wars and all that stuff, you can use the gameplay footage of like any first person shooter game, not like any COD or something, but like
I get
the,
the concept. I get the concept.
yeah,
It's the same
exactly,
concept.
exactly.
So
So
now
that's what it is.
it's time to decide what kind of video do you want to make.
So the first topic is or should be something that is quite active around. So you've been around for a while as well. So what do you think? Like, you go out, talk to people, meet with people. What do you think? What's up right now? Like, what is that people? What is that thing that people are stuck into?
There's a lot, dude. There's a lot.
And you have to pick one for the content. All of that, a lot, or you can assume that those are the videos that we're gonna make. All of that, but we have to pick one
Wait,
and one
no,
and one.
hold on. There's a lot of videos I want to make on my own. There's a lot of video concepts I have about topics that I think are important that I do want to make on my own.
Like, can you elaborate a little bit?
Like, I'm fine with getting help on them, but like, these are videos I'm gonna put up on my channel. So like,
Sure.
so like, like, are you familiar with the concept of Rocco's basilisk?
Rocco's Basilisk.
Yeah.
Can you give me a little more elaboration?
So it's
Yep.
a thought experiment, and
Okay.
it's basically like consider that there is a monster called the basilisk, and it's omnipotent, and it can see everyone, it can control everyone, it can read your mind, and you're helpless to fight against it. However, it doesn't exist yet. It hasn't been made. But there are people out there like building it. They're building the basilisk like in public for everyone to see. And they're creating this monster that is evil and wants to enslave humanity and make humanity suffer. But people know how the basilisk works, and they know that if you help build it, it will only make you suffer a little. But if you don't help build it, it'll be like the most painful torture in the world. So, what would you do as a human being? Would you go and help build it, watching other people building it, knowing that it's inevitable that it's coming? Or would you be like, okay, I'm going to be a good person, and even though this thing is inevitable, I'm not going to participate in its creation, even though I will suffer? Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
So
I think it is.
that concept applies to like a lot of things in society. Rocco's basilisk. I'll type that out in this chat so you could search it up. But it applies to so many things. And like how I see around me society is getting more and more inauthentic. Uh, the most blatant and obvious example of Rocco's basilisk that I can
Can you
find
share
is
the screen? You're okay.
the most obvious example I can find is like female beauty standards, like makeup. It's like
Oh yeah.
once one person is doing it, it creates an unfair advantage for everyone else because now once the basilisk arrives, everyone is going to suffer. What do you mean question mark?
It's not
Oh,
me.
oh, that's not you. Oh, never mind. I meant to send it to you. Hey, you want to hop in this VC? Yo, you there?
Me? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you want to hop in this VC in the server?
Sure.
Here. So like once one girl is doing it, she will have an unfair advantage over all other girls. So all other girls will suffer. But eventually they'll pick up on it and eventually they'll all do it. And now none of them have to suffer all that much, but they're all going to suffer a little because now they have to go through this like daily routine of putting on their makeup and
Cycle.
taking off their makeup every single day just to
The
be back to
cycle.
normal again. When they could be normal if no one wore makeup, you know? If
Yeah,
everyone in the
yeah.
world decided all at once to stop, then it would be okay. But if even one person does it, then everyone else is at a disadvantage. So the moral thing to do would be to stop for the sake
Yeah.
of everyone. But then there's the whole like, oh, if everyone does it, then it's okay if I do it because I'm not contributing anything bad to the world if that bad thing that will result in what I'm doing is inevitable. And then it exists all throughout like taboo subjects that people don't want to talk about and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I got the concept behind it. It's kind of like it's and then the question comes like, what about that person who still ignores the fact that I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna still be what I want to be, like specifically that girl who's whatever she looks like,
They'll
she's not
suffer.
following.
They'll
She
suffer for
suffer,
it.
of course.
Yeah,
She's gonna suffer like, hey, you look ugly. You don't. They look prettier than you. You
yeah.
don't look like them, and all that shit. But if she, that's where one concept comes. It's called patience. If you stay patient, if and patience is not like just shutting up your mouth and doing nothing about it. Patience is something like that grows you up specifically. Patience is something like you, even if you have the will and power to do something, you still don't do it.
This is where I've developed a lot of empathy lately for like literally this exact situation because I think about it and I'm like, yeah, these girls could be patient. Absolutely, they could be. But like, I look around me at the dudes who are also degenerate, who are also like don't have any self control, and I'm like, what do these girls have to be patient for? Like they're not these girls are not growing up. They're not maturing. They're not reaching the later stages of life mentally. But like neither are the guys. So like, what do they have to look forward to if they give up like half of their existence and are not promised like a future of like romance might not be the best word because like we probably speak different native languages,
Yeah, yeah,
but like a future of like good men who will actually reward them for being authentic.
yeah.
And around me, I don't like. I feel for them. I feel sorry for them because I'm like, man, they really don't have that much of a future to look forward to of these good men who can control themselves, who can choose to ignore the inauthentic girls.
Yeah, it requires a you can say a controlled heart specifically, because heart's the only thing that goes for these kind of traps and stuff like that. But if you have a control over that, and to control over the heart, you have to have a reason or have to have awareness about stuff that's going on. Okay, then and only then you're really, you know, kind of like keep that shield on your heart, against those thought processes that are coming from that unauthentic source that is ahead of you. So they have a vision and have that little path towards whatever they're going for. Either it's the akhirah, either it's whatever, but they have that constant path that they choose, and they decide not to, choose that one path that the others will not. And once you do the thing, like the other unauthentic guys, once they do it, it like becomes a taboo for them to do it over and over and again and over again, because it's always like for them it's like over. Hey, you did it one time, it's done. You're one of those guys that are doing already. So there's no other way for you to go ahead of it. All you got to do is do it again. And because he's in that one single room, in one single box of, devil or whatever thought process.
Yo, Dirk,
Yeah.
Yo,
So the only thing that
you trying to load up a game while we talk about this stuff?
have you heard of 1v1 LOL?
1v1 lol? No.
I don't know why I'm playing it, bro. I'm playing it. I don't know why.
Let me hop on. But yeah, keep going, keep going.
So that is something like he lacks about, is the vision, that blur, the path that is for the other authentic people is like visible, but it's like blurred for him. So this blurriness is just keeps him ignoring that fact that there is nothing ahead of it, or my life is dead, and then whatever assets that I have right now as a physical, whatever I have right now, even if it's morals, it's physical body, whatever, he's gonna just use it whatever the way he wants. And same thing goes with the other gender, of course, girls and all that stuff. They do the same thing as well. And this whole both sides they create that couple and bond of evil from both sides, and that's how it just goes on. The authentic ones, they just go ahead, and the other ones were not like that. They just stay behind. That's where the distinction occurs, basically. So yeah, that's a good concept of
What are we
basilisk.
talking about?
It's a concept. It's called what basilisk?
Rocco's Basilisk.
Rocko's basilisk.
Yo, so Dirk, you in a game or
No,
He's in a gay.
I don't care what we play. Honestly,
where'd you hear about this game?
I don't know. It's a lot of YouTubers are getting sponsored by it.
Bro, how did they put this in a browser?
It's literally like a mobile game. It's a free game on Steam. I guess you can play it on the browser.
Wait, but that's insane that this runs on a browser.
Yeah, it's like a crappy looking game. But
What is the name?
1v1 lol, 1v1.lol, lol.
It's like, bro, you can't run Roblox in a browser. It won't take that. Somehow it can handle this.
Yeah, I guess
Oh my god, so bad at aiming.
so. Are you?
I almost lost a 1v1 to probably like a 4-year-old kid, bro.
Bro, I think the first game is like just bots.
Oh, really? Yeah, probably.
I don't care what we play though, unless you want to play the finals. Or if you want to try this game, that's fine. It don't matter.
You want to play the finals?
Dude, freaking Crimmy got me addicted to it.
God, I had a feeling that kind of thing was gonna happen.
Not necessarily addicted. I mean, I if I don't want to play, I won't play.
I know
Like,
what you
or-
mean. I know what you mean. But
But it's a good game.
yeah, I mean, hey, there's no other better options, you know.
You played it, right?
Yeah, I played it. I played it. But the style that really hooks me, like I enjoy. If I play for like 10 hours, I'll get like a lot of enjoyment out of it. But the style that really like that I get addicted to on like the first playing is like story games.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yo, yo, yo.
Talk. So yeah, I was thinking that for this concept, for this project, I can give you the ownership of the channel that this first channel that we're talking about.
I don't want ownership of the channel, dude. I got too much stuff on my plate already.
So what are you working on that?
What? What?
Like what is that you're working on?
Like, like this video concept, like Rocco's Basilisk. And also, I got like other. I'm working on this VPN,
Yeah, you told me.
so that's taking up a lot of my time.
You got it, dog. You got it.
Yeah, I know, I know.
I got the website made.
And I think for this thing that
Send it through. Send it through. Let me see. Send it through. Let me see.
Not complete yet. I need to figure out how to make it to where it says like my store to have
Oh,
like
the
my
domain.
instead of it. No, they're not the domain. I got the domain, but like when you go on the website, it's gonna say my store. Actually, never mind. I got it locked
Okay,
where
cool.
only I can get on it. But like, it says my store. But instead of my store, I want it to be my logo of what I made. But I can figure that out.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, what were you saying, Dano?
So I was saying that if you're, up for this project that I was talking about, then probably
Wait, which
one
project that you were talking about? Which project?
this one that this channel that we're, uh, you know, the other ones that we were talking about the, life and message and all that stuff with the gaming.
Mm-hmm.
If you're up for this one, then I think all I need is just funding and one or two guys. That's one the editor, and that's all. Every other concept art and research, I'm good with that, but I'm gonna need an editor for that and for some funding as well. So if you're up for that, I'm okay. But if you,
Well,
uh,
I don't know, dude. I don't know what the videos are gonna end up being like. I have no vision for it.
well, that's what I just told you, all the possible ways of that. But also, if you want me to, work on your stuff, the one that you're talking about, the Basilisk one, I can be up for that one. If it's the
No,
same as
no. If there's a project that I want people to like help me do research on, I'll definitely let you guys know. But yeah, right now I'm just doing my own thing.
okay. And what about the other stuff that you were curious about?
I mean, I'll get to it. I'll get to it whenever it comes to my mind.
Are you on 1v1 low?
No, I played one game and then died. I'm not on it anymore.
You don't like it?
Eh,
It's not a good game. I don't know why I'm even on it.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
okay.
All right, you
You-
too.
Yo, Derek, look at this link is actually useless if you look at it. This like a Twitch tracker link.
Yeah.
Like the top game is always either something with a trend or like drops or someone's pirating something and just streaming it in there. And then it's casino, and I'm not playing casino. And then it's a bunch of other games that I genuinely don't care about. Like, who the hell wants to play Raid Shadow Legends?
Seriously, dude. I don't get it. I don't get that.
No, they're not. They're all just doing it for sponsorships. No one actually likes that game.
There's no
Wait,
way.
do you think people actually like the game? Because why would they
I
keep
know one
sponsoring?
person.
Why would they
I
keep
know one.
sponsoring creators if it didn't work to get people hooked? I've never heard of a single person in real life who plays Raid Shadow Legends. But th- if it didn't work, then how could they keep sponsoring all these people?
Because it became a meme. Because they sponsored so many people right up front, it became a
Wait,
meme, and everybody was like, "Raid Shadow Legend," like
but
out of
how
nowhere.
they still get sponsorships? It's like how are they? How many? I gotta see how many players they have.
I don't know. I know one person that genuinely played the game. Just one though. Wait, so what is this?
Wait,
This
dude, that okay? Yeah, this game is trash, dude. 454 players right now.
I don't know.
On Steam. But I mean, mobile's probably way more. But like, hold on. Oh, you know what it is? It's it's one of those games where they have the concept of whales. You know what that is?
No.
It's like it's that whole idea of like, oh, 80% of all like the biomass of all the fish are just from like the very few whales, even though there's so few of them. It's the same sort of thing. It's like the majority of the money the game makes are from like people who are addicted, who like spend their entire paychecks on the game.
No.
But to keep the whales in the business, like to keep them in the cycle, you have to introduce a new influx of like terrible players for them to crush with their like pay to win methods, basically. So it's literally it's like every red flag you could ever have in a game all combined into one.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, but people will play. People will pay a lot of money on mobile games.
Ooh, GeoGuessr is up here on the list. I've always wanted to do GeoGuessr.
Dude, there's no way. I've watched people play it. There's no
No,
way.
dude,
Everything looks the same. Everything looks
no,
the
it's
same.
because the people that you're watching are like insane. Those are the only people that like get popular, are like the like monsters. You know, do you think you could be better than average though,
No, not a GeoGuessr.
bro? It's
Uh-uh.
because no, dude. That's literally because
I'll play Gartic Phone. I do like that game.
what's Gardic Phone? I don't even know. I've heard of it a bunch of times. I don't even know how to
That's a
play it.
good game. Get get a couple people. Get a we should get the people from this server, set a date and be like, all right, this day, this night, at this time,
We need
we're
more
playing
people in here,
Gartic
bro. We
Phone.
need more people in the server.
Yeah, but they gotta be legit.
Yeah, they gotta
Like
be
that
legit.
Nano guy, I don't. The more I talk to him, the more sketchy
Yeah, I know,
it
I
is.
know, I know. If
Like it seems like he's a CIA agent trying to like
recruit,
get all the information about me.
yeah. I might kick him out. I'll see.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll
I don't.
decide. I'll decide by like tomorrow.
I don't vibe with him.
Yeah, I can. It makes
At
sense.
first, I didn't quite understand what his plan was. He didn't make it real clear or understandable, but it kind of sounded similar to what you had with like starting on the smaller games on Twitch and then whatever. But then the more I talked to him, like the second day or whatever, it was something completely different. So I was like, oh. But that's why I
Yeah,
added
he
him because
seems
at first
really,
I thought it was similar to yours, and I was like, oh, maybe y'all can rock with that plan.
bro. He
But then
sounds.
it's like it's not.
I was about to tell him, but I'm like, nah, I don't know if he'll like lash out or whatever. But I was literally about to tell him like, bro, you sound like a like terrorist recruiting for ISIS. Because that's honestly what it felt like.
Dude, he asked, and he's asking like the way. It's not like specifically the questions. It's like the way he's asking it is like it literally sounds like he's asking a question. He has pencil and paper in front of him. he asked the question, I answer, he writes down my answer, is what it seems like.
Bro,
It's like I can
who is
hear the
this dude,
pen.
bro? Who
I
is
don't
this
know.
dude?
I don't
This
know.
is so fascinating. This guy could be like an undercover operative.
Dude, he did talk about he was like some security that
Yeah,
set.
yeah. He mentioned that. He mentioned that he was in like cybersecurity and stuff.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
don't know. He might be fascinating. He might be like a test subject. I don't know.
I don't want to be his test subject.
No, no, no. We got this. We got this.
No, but no, we need to set. I don't know if we should make like another general thing, but like have it to where like, all right, we have a game night this time, this day, this time for like something like Gartic Phone or just
How
or
does
like a
Gartic Phone go
Mario
again?
Party.
I think I know the game, but just from seeing it on
So
YouTube.
so
I don't.
first there's different game modes, but the main game mode is like first round you write a prompt
Oh, this is that
and
drawing game.
it's anonymous. Yeah, you write a prompt and then some random person will get your
Oh,
prompt the next round and have to draw what you said.
yeah, yeah. I know this game. I know
And
this
then
game.
it goes
I've
to
seen
people
animators
seeing the
play it.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they see the picture and then they have to write down what they think the picture was about.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you try
yeah.
to it's kind of like what's it called? When you whisper into somebody's ear
Yep.
and it
Like
goes down to
telephone or like
telephone,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like that but with pictures and drawings.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
It's really good though. I like it.
Man, how do people come up with these concepts for games? I want to come up with a concept like this.
For real. It's a good game.
It's such a
We should
simple
we should do
concept
that
and it
right
makes
now
so
though.
much sense. Wait, we should do what right now? You want to play the game or?
Well, set a date to play that, and then also we could do like a Mario Party one, or like other games that are like
Bro,
based like that.
knowing Dontel, this Santana guy, bro, he cannot conform to a schedule at all. He'll be on whenever he's gonna get on.
Uh,
Like, okay, we got you, me, Crimmy, and then man, I can't wait till we're all making money with content creation and we can just get on wherever and we don't have to worry about like jobs.
yes, dude. Yeah, make money with something.
Yeah.
Make money with the VPN or the dropshipping or the YouTube or the Twitch.
Send the link to the site.
I can screen share. I don't think
Okay.
you'll be able to get on it. I have it locked,
Okay, okay.
but I can screen share.
Yeah, show me.
And all the pictures of the product I made myself.
You didn't just like take the pictures from Amazon or AliExpress or whatever?
Well, I took the pictures from AliExpress. Like I'll show you what the original. All right, hold on. I'll show you the original real quick. Like I'll show you a original picture
Okay.
and it's from AliExpress and stuff. Like this is one of the original pictures.
Okay, okay.
But then you'll see how it turned out though.
You like
Um
Photoshop them or
so that's what I turned it to.
hmm.
This is the website. I'm going to change it this to where it's like the Flexit Fidget logo. And I want to change the welcome. I'm going to have it to where it's a 25% discount or whatever. And it's going to be like,
Yeah.
hurry or something like
How
25% off
how
right
much money
now.
are you willing to drain on advertising on this?
Well, I think at first I'm going to do, shoot, what is it called? Organic. Meaning
Okay.
not spending money. And I will spend money as soon as one video gets like a good amount of views, then I'll spend money on that video that popped off.
Yeah, that seems like the way to go.
instead of just like spending money on on ads when the videos are crappy and they don't have a good hook and they're not going to catch anybody's attention and stuff like that. So I'll make a video. I'll keep on making videos and post them until one pops off. Then I'll pay for ads.
So is this a
I don't know.
Is this an AliExpress product?
Originally, this
Bro,
product, I'm not too sure where it
okay,
comes from,
okay.
but it's not now.
I don't know if I want to I don't know if I want to do this, but like the the
I don't
thing,
trust AliExpress anymore.
dude, the thing that made me stop drop shipping was I like looked at the original photo and I put it into Google image, like reverse image search, or I put it into Google Lens to see what other sites also use that image. And the moment I saw that, I was like, all right, I'm done. But I don't know if you want to do it. It's up to you though.
Why? What? What? A lot of people doing it.
When I did it for the product I was doing, it was endless how many drop shipping stores had been made that all looked as good as mine or better than mine or whatever. It
You
was
just got to
just
make your store better.
it was just like a flood. Like I opened, I was like opening open tabs to like study them, and it got to the point where like on my monitor, if you don't want to be like discouraged and you want to still try it out, don't do this. I don't think you should do this. But it was like it got to the point where where on Google Chrome, if you open too many tabs, it like won't show the rest of the tabs. They're gonna be cut off.
Yeah.
It literally got to that point, and I'm like,
Oh
bro,
yeah,
it
yeah.
just doesn't end. It doesn't, like, there's so many
You
of
do.
them.
Well, you do your research. If a product's
Yeah,
like that and you just know the competition's way too hard, don't do it. Go
yeah.
for a different product. Like this one, there was only one guy.
Really?
One. There, yeah, yeah. Like I'll show you. I'll show you what their website is. This is their website.
That's the same toy?
Yep.
Did you buy it
It
already for yourself, like to
literally
test it?
just this past week they added red and blue, but originally it was just this.
Is it a cool toy?
Oh, dude, yes, dude. I'm nonstop playing with it. It's actually like, yeah, dude, it's great. But this is their website, and then this is mine. I don't know what I should put instead of this, but that's just what I put. Right here, I'm gonna put Herbie like 25% off now. But you scroll down, I made this picture. I got to subscribe to the emails for copywriting stuff. I came up with the about section and all. Got these pictures. I don't know why that's there. I have, dude, it's just confusing. I don't get it. I don't get none of it.
Personally, I'm not a fan of Shopify.
And I did the black store, like the black background,
Mm-hmm.
because it kind of
Oof.
was
Black
with the,
background is a risky decision.
yeah, I know. Not too many do it, but it kind of matched the theme a little bit. It's got like black in the pictures and stuff.
Personally, I think for drop shipping stores, I would go white background because you're selling to normies anyways. Like and
Yeah, I know, but
most of
I
them
gotta
don't
be
switch to
better than
dark
the
mode.
competition.
Wait, what?
I gotta be better. I gotta be better
Hmm.
than the competition in order to do good. And I feel like maybe if I have a black website, it may seem more professional, maybe in a way. Like more like if you were a random person and you see it, but like, oh, this seems legit, more than just a white door. I don't know. I have no idea. It's just something I can try because I can always change it. Like if I go to Shopify, I can always change what the website looks like.
Okay.
It'd be a process right now, but like I gotta have something like that. But instead of like saying handcrafted products, make it say what I want it to say. Well, and I think actually, I can change this. To white. And then like change the text to black and all. Do you think that would look better? Or do you think the pictures blended in better with the black?
I think the gradient on the picture is kind of weird. I don't know what it is though. Bro, don't take my advice for design. Honestly, I'm getting other people to design the VPN.
I don't know. It's the first door I've made, so I guess I won't know until I try it. And then I'll learn from it on the next one. If I do it again.
How's your friend's store going, by the way?
He hasn't made any sales. He has a website. He has the TikTok and he's making ads. But I don't know if he even made a separate. It's preferred to make like a separate bank account. I don't think he even did that.
It's preferred. But it's optional. It's optional.
You gotta really keep track of it though.
Yeah.
Like which ones is like, oh, just let me
But
go
it's
get some
actually
groceries
I
or
think
buy
people
this.
make I think people make accounting more intimidating than it needs to be. It's really not that hard.
I don't think so. You just gotta. If you can make a like a separate bank account specifically for drop shipping, then it's
Yeah.
so easy.
Yeah,
Then
way
you just
easier.
know like this card, everything that's purchased with this card was for
Hmm.
the business. Everything on this card was for my personal life.
Did
And
you have that
it's
set up?
simple as that. I'm going to, yeah.
Okay.
I was looking at it today. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I think it's just going to be a whole lot more simpler. Instead of using the same card for my personal and business, then I'm going to have to like go through my bank statement and just look at everything, be like, okay, this was when I went to like the store for myself and bought blah 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 a microphone or something, and this is when I went to buy 5 products for the drop shipping. It's a lot more. If I can just separate it, it'd just be easier. Marbles. What is this one? Super Mario Maker 2.
Yeah, you don't know that one?
Uh-uh.
Do you play Nintendo games at all or no?
No, not really.
What have you played any Nintendo games ever?
Yeah.
Which games?
I had a Game Boy Color.
Oh.
I played Mario. I played like Mario Kart. Um, well, I guess I haven't like.
Yeah, all the lore in Mario Kart.
Yeah. I had a PlayStation 2, and I played a bunch of stuff. I guess I haven't really played too much.
PlayStation 2 has
Okay.
nothing from Nintendo.
Okay, Super Mario 64. I had a DS.
You had a DS?
Yeah, and I consistently played Super Mario 64.
Oh, okay, okay.
That was like the only game I played on it. That and Pokemon. Also, Beyblades. You remember Beyblades?
Yeah, but I never played it.
I had a video game that was Beyblades for the DS.
Well, wait. Oh, that's sick.
It was pretty cool. It was really just like an obstacle course, and you are a Beyblade, and you're controlling which way the Beyblade tilts. That way you can go forward, back, left, right, or jump. It's kind of stupid if you look at it now, but like, it was pretty fun. No, but like Super Mario 64, that was a good game.
Yeah, a lot of people think so.